yield your blood.
No.
And my little colleague is the nurse of frenzy. Therefore, they thought it best to hear a play and frame your mind to mirth and merriment, which bars 1,000 harms and lengthens life.
Marry, I will. Let them play. Is it not a comedy, a Christmas gamble, or a tumbling trick?
No, good my lord, it is small pleasing stuff.
What? Household stuff?
It is a kind of history.
Well, we'll see it. Come, man and wife, sit by my side. We shall ne'er be younger.
Stop! We're cutting all of this.
Cutting it completely.
Why?
Because it's boring.
I thought it was working.
Then we should be glad that I make all the artistic decisions around here.
But it's the framing device. You can't cut the framing device, otherwise no one will have a clue what's going on.
As much as it pains me to be seen agreeing with him, I think Kenneth has a point.
All right. If anyone here can give me a single good reason why the Taming of the Shrew absolutely, positively has to be set up as a play within a play, I'll back down. Put your hand down, Benny.
I can think of several.
Go on.
The first being...
No? We're cutting.
But it's traditional.
So was Christmas once upon a time, to an old Ironsides band.
And it's the entire first act.
People just want to see plays. Simple, straightforward plays. No one cares about convoluted framing devices, regardless of how clever the writer seems to think they are.
William, sorry, I just have a few questions.
Right, are we all back from break?
Well, more notes as opposed to questions.
Benny has a question.
Okay, but you did say that last time, so...
Benny has a question.
Sorry, William, I was just wondering, in this first scene, what am I doing?
We're cutting the first scene.
Yes, I know. What am I doing?
Your best. Doing your best.
Because I'm really trying to wrap my head around my character. Really trying our patience.
Right, are we all here? Kenneth!
Here, and we can get back to those notes. I had.
Elizabeth!
Okay.
You can see me, I'm right in front of you.
A simple here will suffice.
Here.
Good. Benny, B.
Here.
Bertie? Bertie?
I think he's here.
That's debatable.
He has to say here.
Why?
Because it's the rule.
It's a ridiculous rule.
Yeah, Sir Director. Me good fellow.
Right, let's get started.
This reminds me of the very first time I ever gathered the courage to tread the boards.
That's very interesting, Bertie. But
So many years ago now. It must be at least, how many years?
that's great. And if we could just get on.
Queen Elizabeth herself was in the audience.
Fascinating, Bertie.
She was so impressed, she summoned little Moi to her court not long after. It was at her insistence that I joined Marlowe on one of his trips to Holland.
Yes, I hear it's a lovely part of the world. Now let's get on. Since we've decided to cut Act 1 and all that play with them and playing on,
Since you decided...
like I said, since we decided.
You know, I think it is a real shame. There's some great stuff in there, lots of opportunities to flex my acting muscles.
As impressive in tone as your other muscles, I imagine.
We are cutting it! Which means we no longer need the interpretive dance to cover the costume changes. Apologies, B.
It was good practice anyway. I took my inspiration from Salome's dance of the Seven Veils.
Really? How do you make veils dance?
Oh,
find somewhere else to put him. There's no point wasting all that hard work.
Well, with the Lord of the Manor cut, I should speak to Stella. It means we won't need any of her ludicrous.
Hello. I did it. It nearly killed me, but I did it.
Ah, Stella, we have an update.
Costumes which look like costumes, but which could also pass for actual clothing.
That's great. However,
Wealth, but frugality. Privilege, tempered by the touch of the common man.
specific, I know, but necessary for my
Vision, Millie. This will look like a vision, an absolute vision. And the whole had suits to exact specifications.
That's great, but you haven't actually started.
Soon. Scene by painful scene. I had to repeat this hemming 5 times. 5 times.
This hemming right here. And it still looks like that.
I took my inspiration from the fallen royal court. The aged royalists stuck in an exalted past. Throwing some French inspiration for some fun.
Well, speaking of fun, we have a fun update for you. We're cutting the first scene.
I'm sorry, Mr. Director, will you say what?
No, I'm sorry, but we all thought.
No one else.
I thought that the scene didn't really work.
What? Let me tell you something about what Mr.
And we as a company felt.
No, I felt nothing, no.
Wait, I haven't felt anything in my fingers for days.
Stella, I'm sorry, but the scene is cut.
And my costumes are to do?
Well, they're filthy now. But no, I mean, I'm sure we can find a future show to put.
No.
Whatever this is.
No, it's fine. I just want my fingers to the bone to be your vision to life.
I mean, there must be 1,000 plays which call for something like this. Perhaps one from your native, I want to say, Azerbaijan?
You think so?
Yes, I mean, it's so very avant-garde.
No, comment. Try to invent new words and butter me up. No, these costumes were designed for the Lord of the Manor, and they will only work for the Lord of the Manor.
Well, the next time we do the Taming of the Shrew, we won't cut the scene. It is a funny scene.
Oh, then we can add it back in then.
No, Kenneth, we are cutting it. It will be funnier in a few years' time, believe me.
Have you seen the news?
I avoid current affairs until the show is done. Too many emotions interfering with my process.
But it's big news.
A new edict concerning all forms of entertainment. Plays are forbidden from showing or alluding to any and all profanity, corrupting influences, or hedonistic themes which will corrupt the very soul of the country.
Signed by the Lord Protector himself.
Who died and left him in charge?
Oh, I know this one.
The king. That was a rhetorical question, Benny. Right. And what's the rhetorical question?
It's a question that doesn't have an answer.
That's every question for me.
This isn't good. We're going to have to comb through the script to make sure we're in line with this new edict.
I've got a rhetorical question. What does profanity mean?
That isn't a rhetorical question.
Well, I assure you, I don't have an answer for it. Anything that's considered blasphemous or obscene? Curse words. Taking the Lord's name in vain.
Or anything else.
Have
Even
you
man speaking, don't be rude. Or anything else which makes shows fun. I mean, how are we supposed to sell tickets to a boring play?
I mean, it won't be boring, Kenneth. It's Shakespeare.
Kenneth does not do bore.
And we'll sell tickets, Kenneth. It's Shakespeare.
Kenneth did not lend his house to the noble kinsman to be stuck in a tedious, two-bit production with no edge to it.
What did we do to deserve such dedication?
Elizabeth, you're not helping.
But can we really take all of the profanity from Shakespeare?
I mean, there won't be a lot left, but we'll have to.
Not necessarily. I've got an idea.
And you're still standing, good for you.
The edict says that the audience members can't see any profanity. So, what if we get them to close their eyes?
That is, by definition of the word, an idea.
Oh, well, we could get the board people to close their eyes.
And another one went to open them.
And they wouldn't be able to read them.
Well, our audience is very intelligent and they even can read, Elizabeth.
Even if I agreed with that statement, which I don't, they still wouldn't be able to read them with their eyes closed.
You shouldn't judge people, Elizabeth. Not everyone went to school, but we got an education.
Can you take over? You're good at that. I can't continue this conversation without resorting to some form of violence.
Well, I seriously doubt they're going to get it.
Well, we can get 5 big boards in storage right now.
We're not doing the big bombs idea! All right, everyone. Calm down. We are professionals, most of us, and we will make this work. The show will go on. It must.
George Alagai, the social pariah. Alas, good Kate, I will not burden thee, for knowing thee to be but young and light.
Too light for such a swain as you to catch, and yet as heavy as my weight should be.
Should buzz.
Well, Jane, and like a buzzard.
Oh, slow-winged turtle, shall a buzzard take thee?
Stop. Don't hit that word so hard. Keep going.
And, for a turtle as he takes a buzzard.
Come, you wasp.
Kenneth,
I can't say come now.
you know what you're doing.
Kenneth Branner's no spanner. My faith, you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
My remedy then is to pluck it out.
Aye, if the fool could find it where it lies.
Who knows not where a wasp is where his sting? In his tail?
In his tongue.
Whose tongue?
Yours. You can talk of tails, and so farewell.
What? With my tongue in your tail?
No! We can't do any of this scene.
Why?
No profanity or corrupting influences.
You forget hedonistic feet.
But it's funny.
Once again, I'm forced to admit, I agree, the scene is funny.
It doesn't matter how funny it is if it is in violation of the edict.
Oh, then it simply has to go. Regardless of how well the actors are delivering their lines, the nuance of the performance, how their chemistry is simply divine.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Or how much it allows us to display our considerable acting talents.
Difficult to display something that doesn't exist.
None of us are above the law.
Well, you know, if it were up to me, I would just put the show on without the edits, you know, if I were directing it.
Well, if you were directing it, I hope you would enjoy spending the rest of winter in jail.
Look at this face, William. This face doesn't do jail.
Well, if you ever do your own play, when you ever do your own play, I hope you won't have these problems.
If you ever do your own play.
It's in their financial matter, I'll have you know. I'm waiting for my funding application to come through.
Weaseling yourself into your great aunt's will does not count as a funding application.
I'll have you know that was a very difficult process. I had to spend Christmas, Easter, and even May Day with her.
You must be so happy all those holidays were banned.
No, because now she just pops round whenever she feels like it, since every day has to be special now.
Poor thing.
And besides, it's only a matter of time before she's gone and I'm in the director's chair. I mean, she can't live forever.
Please, can we get on with the scene?
Why don't we come back to it once you have made the cuts? Since we're obviously wasting our time here.
I suppose you're right. Let's move on. Act 2, Scene 1. Kenneth, Elizabeth, Benny, B. Bertie? Bertie? Where's Bertie?
Apologies, me goodness. I was contemplating the beauty of the sunset through the window.
Again?
What?
I said again?
Again, what?
Well, this is the 4th time this Oh, you know what, this isn't worth my time.
I'd say that is an impossible statement, but there we are.
Focus, everyone. I need you to focus. Let's go from the entrances of Petruchio and Gremio. Position. Whenever you're ready.
Jürgen Klopp's first kiss was to a mop.
Whenever you're ready.
Good morrow, neighbour.
And God save you.
Good morrow, neighbour Gremio.
And God save you.
God be with you, gentlemen.
And God save you, pray. Have you not a daughter called Catherine, fair and virtuous?
My line doesn't make sense without you.
Well, somebody has to say something.
I have a daughter.
You're too blind.
Sir,
You're too blind.
called Catherine.
All right. Let's take the 5. Except for you, Bertie. Bertie, can I have a word?
My dear fellow, I imagine you may have several.
I wanted to talk to you about your cues.
This reminds me of the very early days of the noble kinsmen.
We're all very impressed with how quickly you've learned your line.
Of course, back then, we were the noble kinsmen.
And none of us would question your experience. We wouldn't dare.
Back when it was a benefit to curry favour with the crown.
But you're not coming in quick enough on those cues.
Oh, how the world has changed. The things I have seen in my time. I can hardly count so many things.
What I'm saying is, you old goat, you need to pick up the pace.
But I'm a firm believer that if you want something done right, you should take the time to do it properly.
Of course, and no one is disagreeing with you. It's just that we have to be out of the theatre by midnight, so we need the play to be a lot shorter than it is right now. So we're going to do a little game. It's called the clap and response exercise. Do you know it?
The clap. Well, let me see. I believe it was 20 years ago King Charles took me aside and said, I'm having trouble with the Parliament. The downstairs Parliament. I've tried leaching the ulcers, but that only made the problem worse.
Bertie, focus. For the love of God, focus. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to clap my hands, and all you have to do is clap back as fast as you can.
Clap back.
As fast as you can. We're trying to make your reaction faster. Do you understand?
Seems simple enough.
Okay, watch my hand. Now remember, the point of the exercise is for you to clap back as fast as you can. Okay, let's try that again. Half the time. All right?
What is happening?
I'm not certain, but I think if we're patient. Oh, we're seeing a mental breakdown in real time.
Oh, I've got a rhetorical question.
Certain you don't.
Why is Bertie so slow?
Bertie has had a very distinguished career.
And an eclectic and varied life experience.
Quite an exotic palate.
I don't get it. He was American sweet. He traveled all over the world.
Merchant, where did you hear that?
He told me. He used to train in possession.
most of Marlowe?
Oh, he worked with Marlowe on something.
Still, at this point in his life, isn't it time he was, put out the pasture?
Isn't he too old for that? I thought you only did that with young stallions.
No, that's not Anyway, experience is one thing, but it can't compete with a trained actor such as myself.
You're not trained.
I spent my formative years at the Globe.
Selling oranges?
Oh, yeah. I bought one of those ones. It was disgusting.
Well, most of them were rotten by the time we got them. That was the acting challenge, you see. Convincing the punters they're supposed to be brown and squishy.
So did that work?
Well, only the best of us could ever get away with it, but just once. You see, as the orange passed through the audience, even the stupidest amongst them, like that person, soon realised that...
Much like them, you are also full of shit.
Benny, do not join in! Reading is not a group exercise! Right! Let's leave that there. My head can only take so much.
I've had it up to here with your meddling.
If you can do your job right.
Exactly. My job. I don't need any input from you.
You can't use ribbons on the costumes.
Why not?
She get distracted.
It holds the entire costume together, literally.
She won't give her best performance.
Sorry. What is happening now?
Thomas and Tuppence apparently having promoted my assistants and all without me knowing.
No, of course they haven't. I mean, look at them.
Then why
Her hat is on backwards and the label's sticking out. And this is the last night. Every night.
Then why are they dictating what I can and cannot use in my costumes?
You can't use ribbons in front of Molly because she get distracted.
And she won't give her best performance.
Molly? Who is Molly?
Isn't that the name of your cat?
Wait! We're the track alongside a cat now.
Thomas and Tuppence are under the impression that Mr. Director Willie, sir, have promised them a part for their
Well, there may have been a brief discussion.
You promised after the last play.
If we got a better venue, you promised Molly in this play.
I told them there was complete insanity because only a completely insanity.
Well, I might have promised them something.
Oh, William.
A cat! A filthy beast on our stage!
Molly's actually clean, actually.
She prides herself in her appearance.
I just thought that Molly was going to be a human being.
It's the oldest trick in the book.
What book?
I don't read much.
I'm not acting alongside a cat.
Well, there, Dick.
I'm not removing one ribbon, not one single ribbon.
Tommy, Tuppence, be reasonable.
Why? I just called it theatre.
Cancel the bookings.
Oh, no, please don't call the theatre. That would involve inventing the telephone and then giving them a telephone so they could answer you. No, we'll find a place for Molly, right, guys? What are you doing?
You can't use ribbons.
Sure, no ribbons. Got that, Stella?
What am I supposed to use instead? Kenneth's greasy head.
Yeah, I mean, take as much of it as you want. I do not care. Just use your creative talents to come up with a solution. I mean, I have enough to deal with already.
I've got some good ideas of colours which will go best with purple.
Do not push your luck.
Right. Now, whatever that was is over with. Let's get back to the scene.
I have a rule, William. Never act alongside children or animals.
Lest they show him up.
Animals are idiotic creatures. You're only asking for trouble.
We're already at our limit for those.
We are going to have to make the best of it. Right, let's get on with the scene. Bertie, are you with us?
I was contemplating the fluidity of the seasons.
Like how it always rains in spring. No, sweetie. It means the ever-changing nature of the seasons. Like how flowers
pleasant one moment can be taken away the next.
That's very philosophical, Bertie, but can we get on with the scene?
Well, that is just the question, me good man. Can we?
Another edict already?
Plays are to feature no animals, nor any reference to animals, lest their soulless husks corrupt the morality of the masses. By order of the Lord Protector.
Oh, that should make you happy, Kenneth?
Finally making sense.
Quick, someone grab Stella before she gets rid of all of our ribbon. That stuff costs a fortune! Oh.
Where left we last? Here, madam. Hick, that, Simmons.
Sim what?
What? Hic est sangria.
Sygia.
Right. Sangria.
Sygia!
Leave the poor girl alone, William.
Looks like their head is about to explode.
Benny's or Williams.
Right, can we get on with the scene?
I saw a man's head explode once.
Of course.
Well, you can hardly explode someone's head a second time.
We were travelling through Amsterdam, and Kit turned to me and said, the thing to remember about faking your death.
What's the matter now?
She's got her heart set on it.
It's so unfair, so unfair.
Oh, I know.
She won't get over it.
It's a devastator.
What's this about?
They're very upset about Molly. Molly? Meow.
Oh, don't worry, she'll have her chance to tread the boards, I promise.
She's getting very, very, very old.
Her looks will soon be gone.
92 and catches.
Oh no, don't worry, stick with us and we'll make something of Molly, I promise.
Sandwiches, anyone?
Oh, sandwich. Oh. What's in these?
Ham.
It doesn't look like that.
I am just that good.
Okay, no sandwiches for anyone. No. Okay, take those back to the kitchen.
I thought they were quite nice, actually.
I really want a dog person.
What?
Sorry about it.
Okay, let's get on with the scene.
That's what I came here too, but it's wet, I have tears over it.
Oh, another one.
What's this from to ban?
Performances are forbidden from showing anything which will excite, titillate, or cause excessive emotions for fear of eroding the moral fibre of the nation, by order of the Lord Protector.
We should be fine then. We never make our audiences feel a thing.
This is serious, Elizabeth. Everything needs to be toned down from now on.
Oh, are there sandwiches?
Almost everything needs to be toned down from now on.
I can't live like this. I thrive on the emotional connection between me and my audience. It's the food I eat, the air I breathe.
Might explain why so little oxygen gets to your brain.
What are we going to end up doing? Standing in a straight line reciting verse?
Only if you do it in a monotonous voice, Kenneth.
William!
Kenneth! I have worked too long and too hard with you charlatans to give up now. Benny, B, let's go from your scene. Whenever you're ready.
Head and butt, and hastily with his body, would say, your head and butt were head and horn.
Aye, Mistress Bride, hath that
the emotion in this scene. It just feels too real.
I don't understand.
It feels like you two are actually, you know, in love.
What? No.
We're just friends.
Good friends.
Best friends.
Okay, let's try and bring that best friend energy across, shall we? Everything else is illegal these days.
Head and butt and hastily fitted body would say that your head and butt were head and horn.
What was that about my butt?
Stop! Rein it in, the pair.
Sorry, William, I just get really carried away.
I gathered as much.
It's just that her eyes are so blue.
That hair is so shiny.
It's distracting.
And I never really noticed how soft my skin is.
How moist her lips are.
How heaving.
Oh, William, am I supposed to be in this scene?
Yes, Bertie, this scene and every other scene you have lines in. Now, let's try that again. But remember, keep it light, keep it airy, keep it completely devoid of any emotion.
What's the point? If we can't make our audiences feel anything, then why are we bothering at all?
What else can we do? No, come on. We've only got a few days to whip this play into shape.
A few days isn't long enough.
A few days is more than enough time.
It's long enough for things to change.
What are you doing? Other way, other way. We ready? Ready? Graham Greene's garden. I've not got one. Get. Nay, I will win my wager better yet, and show more sign of her obedience, her new-built virtue and obedience. See where she comes, and brings your forward wives as prisoners to her womanly persuasion. Catherine, that cap of yours becomes you not. Off with that bauble, throw it underfoot.
Not so violently, Elizabeth.
Yeah, those feathers are hanging on by a thread, you know.
Bertie? Bertie? Bertie, it's your life.
Pardon?
It's your line.
Milan.
Yes, darling.
I see. Where are we going from?
Lord, let me never have such a cause to sigh till I be brought to silly paths.
Arse.
Paths! Paths!
Oh, I see. All right, all right.
Where are you going? What? No. Be good for your line.
Fine, what a foolish duty call you this.
Tell me about it.
I would your duty were foolish too. The wisdom of your duty, there, yet perhaps, cost me 100 crowns since supper time.
More fool you for laying on my duty.
Pack it in.
Catherine, I charge thee, tell this headstrong woman what duty they do owe their lords and husbands.
Come. You're mocking. She will have no telling.
Oh, so you can hear some of your cues, I see.
Oh, what was that?
Nothing, darling.
Come on, I say, and first begin with her.
No, she shall not.
I say she shall, and first begin with her.
Less emotion, Kenneth.
Less emotion? It's already as flat as a pancake and I'm boiling almost from it!
Don't sell yourself short, Kenneth. I'm certain there's no limit to just how boring you can be.
Elizabeth?
It's a compliment. I'm saying there's no limit to his vast talent.
We all know what you're saying.
I
Most of us know what you're saying.
And I'll have you know, I studied under the finest actors ever to grace the Globe Theatre and have given many exceptional performances of my own.
As you sold oranges.
Rather than oranges. Wait! I used to buy fruit from you there all the time.
Yes, but I always save the best for you.
Oh, you're such a good friend.
Did you say I can't act?
Are you going to steal sweetmeats from a child then?
Actually, William, can you do something?
I didn't start.
She always starts
His
it.
ego can't take any sort of criticism.
Kenneth does not take criticism from vastly inferior talent.
Stop with the stage name, you pretentious ass! We all know it's as fake as your upper crust accent.
How dare you!
And by the way, changing your surname to Gomes does not mean you have a fraction of his talent.
My name should be Kenneth. By right, he's a distant relation.
Yeah, and my brother is the Lord Protector himself.
Really? Oh, maybe you can have a word with him about these edicts.
Back off!
Okay, let's move on with the scene.
But she always gets
Pie, unknit that unkind, threatening brow, and dark, not scornful glances from those eyes, to wound thy lord, thy king, thy governor. It blots thy beauty, as frost to bite the meats, confounds thy fame as worldly shape their buds, and in no sense is meet or amiable.
See, she's being sarcastic at me again.
Sarcastic action, not too.
It's too early to tell.
What's the difference between us and two?
The same, I imagine, between a dubious orange seller and an actor.
People, please.
Are you saying it because he's so good at running this or because he himself was dubious?
Back off!
We do not have time for these shenanigans.
Well, I think it's safe to assume the term can be used in a variety of ways.
I sold what I was given, just like I have to perform whatever pitiful drivel I'm handed in whatever terrible production I'm casting.
All right, calm down.
Well, I'm certain I speak for everyone here when I say we are honoured to be among your insulted company.
What does exalted mean?
Back off!
From context, it must mean yoke.
All right! Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Keep doing what you're doing, Bertie. Right, we do not have time to run the rest of the scene. Elizabeth, are you happy with your monologue?
It will be as flat and lifeless as the globe oranges themselves.
Oh, you're so funny.
I do not care. The rest of you, do you know your entrances, your cues, your blockheads?
Obviously.
Inventable already.
I do not care. We've only got a few hours to get to the tavern, so I should speak to Stella.
Hello? Hello. Everything is packed up neat, so don't throw in those boxes when you like. Folded, people, folded.
They will.
I had to send my good Ariel to the fishmonger's party. She called me very much ado about her father's not taking, if you know what I mean.
Was it as you liked?
So no chance of Iron Man from now to then. No one touches the costumes, apart from Stella.
They won't, will you? They won't. Right, we've only got an hour to get to the tavern.
William, there's been another edict now.
No!
Yes,
No!
yes,
No! I don't have time to change the show before we've got to get to the tavern.
That's the point. We can't go to the tavern.
What are you saying, you tiny woman?
We can't go to the tavern.
All public houses and taverns are ordered to close.
All forms of public gatherings have been banned.
Makeup is prohibited, and colorful clothing,
And ribbons, what does it say about ribbons?
it doesn't say.
It's all right. We can make this work.
How?
We can't wear our costumes. We can't wear our costumes.
Or makeup, sweetie.
We'll dress in all black. Yes, that's very new, very modern.
But what about our venue? We can't use the tavern.
We'll perform in the street. Oh yes, outdoor theatre is really hot right about now.
In the
We will have exclusive, limited audiences. Limited to, say, these 5 people. We'll have to charge them more for tickets, but they won't mind. We'll make it exclusive. Oh yes, don't worry. We'll make this work. The show must go on.
No, I don't think we're going to make it work this time. Maybe have a look at that.
Whoa! What is it?
What does it say? What's going on?
You should tell them, William.
All shows, performances, and theatre are banned.
Band? What do you mean, band?
He means band, as in our theatre.
Is that forever?
What are we supposed to do now?
Ben, did you say?
Well, I can't go back to selling oranges. I've made too many enemies.
What do we do now? William, what are we going to do?
We have to do something. We can't give up now.
What can I do? What can I do?
What can any of us do? It's all out of our control.
I don't have any of the skills.
Some might say.
And I don't even have this one.
Some might. But not me. I think you're wonderful.
Get a room.
You should see me selling oranges.
My first love was the theatre.
So was mine. My second love, too.
It is the only place that appreciates my design. Pedro just don't have the mainstream appeal they should, you know.
And might always keep the dream alive.
Despite her lack of crippling charisma.
It was fulfilling. It fed us body and soul. It was
Home!
okay.
Theatre was always home.
I'm nothing without it. They've taken away everything.
My friends, believe me when I say I have lived through my share of years, seen the ups and downs, the changes, and those things which withstand the onslaught of time. I've played my part in some of it. Far more has simply washed over me, and I have been borne along with it as driftwood on the tides of history. Few men are capable of being anything else. But, my dear young friends, what we despair of today is but a bad dream tomorrow, and things we feared would never change, they pass. The storm breaks, and we are able to see the bright day once more.
What if theatre never comes back?
It will. It must. Theatre is not a living thing. It is so much more. No mortal man can ever truly comprehend that. So how can he ever hope to destroy it? Theatre can never die.
Theatre can never die. But I suppose we should start to tidy up.
Well, why don't we run through the play? One last time.
That way, we'll remember our blocking and our heels.
When we finally get to perform it,
And even if we never come together again, we can do it. Just for us.
Now, I'll see. Is it not a comedy, a Christmas gamble, or a tumbling trick?
No, good my lord, it is more pleasing stuff.
What? Household stuff?
Which is a kind of history.
Come, man and wife, sit by my side and let the world slip, for we shall ne'er be younger.
the longest 10 years of my life.
I'm to get a job. Waiting table.
I ran an underground dance troupe.
We all got rickets.
I went back to school to further my education.
Good for you! That Simpson routine was getting a little staid.
I heartily agree, my fine man.
And did it work?
Let me ask you a rhetorical question. Would a simpleton own such a fine pipe as this?
Well, I suppose that technically does qualify as a rhetorical question.
The system works.
Look, I'm sorry, I cannot put Molly 2 in the show. Good taste, however, has not been.
She's ready. This Molly's talented a large one.
All she needs is just a chance.
What she needs is less delusional owners.
You take that back.
No! Alright, theatre might be back, but all drama will be left at the door. We've only got a few weeks to get this play ready, so are we all here? Bertie?
Yeah!
Well, that's probably fine. His blocking was very simple.
Sorry, William, I have a few questions about my character.
I think we should put Act 1 back in.
And be starved.
Oh, my nan's yeah.
Positions, people.
I've got some newly prescribed. Lovely.
You can't use bright colours around Molly too.
She gets fired. You did say the first act would be put back in.
It is funny, William.
Yeah! Theatre is definitely back.